Hey guys, it's Lazarus here, and in today's video we'll be talking all about the Corydoras catfish. Today I want to go through the care and the breeding of these fish. So make sure you stick around to the end so you don't miss out on any of the important info, and consider subscribing as I do aquarium related content just like this every week. But without any further ado, let's get started. So the Corydoras catfish is a very popular and well-known aquarium fish. They are pretty peaceful overall. They won't bother the other fish, so when it comes to tank mates for these fish, anything that won't bother the Corys really, as the Corys only stick to the bottom of the tank and they only care about themselves and other Corydoras catfish. Now there are heaps of varieties out there, such as your bronze Corys, your lasers, your pandas. There's so many varieties. You can go check out with your local fish store to see what types are in stock. They're such a cool little centerpiece fish for your aquarium. You're always moving around and they can survive a wide range of water parameters. You can keep them in a pH of 6 to 8 and a temperature of 22 to 28 degrees Celsius. They are a tropical fish, so keep that in mind, and they are quite big. Some do get a bigger size, so you need to make sure you have a tank no smaller than 20 gallons. So bear that in mind. They actually go at the bottom of the tank and they scavenge at the bottom and they dig their nozzles into the substrate, so make sure when you're keeping substrates with these guys that it's a nice fine one. So people think, like most catfish, that the Corydoras are actually an algae eater, but they don't actually eat the algae. They only eat the food scraps at the bottom. But this doesn't mean that you just rely on them eating all those food scraps. You need to make sure you're feeding them meaty, nutritious foods. I recommend live foods and frozen foods, anything that sinks to the ground, just as long as they're getting a proper diet, and also vary it up a little too. These guys have pretty small mouths, so you need to give them fairly small foods, just bear in mind. But other than that, they should be healthy with that sort of diet. Some frozen bloodworms and baby brown shrimp they'll do great with. The Corys originate from narrow rivers in South America near the Amazon, so they're great in heavily planted long aquariums. The Corydoras catfish prefers to be in nice big groups, from groups of 4. There's other types of Corys out there that actually like to be by themselves, so you need to make sure you do your research on the particular Cory catfish that you're looking for. But otherwise, you should have a nice big group in your tank and it'll look really nice. So much more activity compared to one Cory. Now most people have had a hard time trying to breed Corys, but when it comes to breeding them with the basics, you'll need to do a 50% water change and fill up the tank with rainwater that mimics the rainy season, as these guys do breed in the rainy season, which is when there's the most amount of food for the fry when they have the fry. So put a hiding spot in the tank and they're going to breed in there, so it usually takes a few days or even a week after you do the water change until they're actually going to start spawning. The female will lay the eggs over the surface of the hiding spot, and then the male will fertilize the eggs behind her. Thank you guys so much for watching, it really means a lot. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.